Hi, welcome to Carolina Varsity's look at the 2A NCHSAA playoffs. I'm the pet man, Matt Morrow.
I'm Anthony Perkins.
And we're looking at the Shelby at North Rowan matchup. And I believe this is going to be a very special type of game up in Spencer. North Rowan's had a really special season. They're undefeated. They won the conference championship. And they've been beating teams by big scores all year long. And last week they beat Owen 55-22. And they're led by Joe Nixon, who's their head coach. Formerly at West Rowan, was the offensive coordinator under that big dynasty they had with Scott Young up in West Rowan. And he's brought a lot of former West Rowan coaches over to North Rowan, and they're trying to start their own tradition up there. A couple of guys that you need to look out for North Rowan. Alexis Archie, the quarterback, was out for a little while earlier this season, but he's come back, and he's a big, left-handed, strong quarterback. Throws the ball well, and he can also run when he needs to. Jarick Chambers is their playmaker. He runs the ball a lot from the tailback position, but when Archie was out earlier this year, he played some quarterback and put up some huge games. Some totaling yardage in several games that broke school records. He was our player of the week a couple of times. And overall, this team is strong. We saw him earlier in the Rocky River Jamboree. They had a great size up front on both sides of the ball. If these guys were in 4A, they would be considered big. In 2A, they're huge. And they control the line of scrimmage well defensively. They shut teams down, force them to become one-dimensional when they're up by so many scores. And that's how they've won so many ball games this year. But they're going to take on an interesting challenge in Shelby, Anthony, and what do you know about them?
Well, it's actually two contrasting type of teams, I think. Shelby's not a very, very big team, but they are a very fast team.
Okay.
Shelby's got speed on offense and on defense. Their defense swarms to the ball. Their record's not quite as good as North Rowan, but they've also played some. Three of the teams that they lost were still in the 3 AA brackets last week.
And they'd like to challenge
Burns is
themselves.
out, yeah.
Yeah.
South Point, they lost to South Point. They lost to Crest. They lost to Burns. I think that's all they lost, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But
Okay.
those are 3 very good teams that they lost to. So that's not an embarrassment by any stretch of the imagination.
Right.
But I think it comes down to whether does speed beat size or does size beat speed.
Well, I'll tell you about North Rowan. They've got size and speed.
Okay.
So, it's going to be interesting if Shelby can maybe use some of that speed to their advantage on the offensive side of the ball and use that speed to control some of that size on the defensive side of the ball. Because if they get to a place faster than that size can get to, then, they've got the advantage.
Right.
We also learned that Shelby lost to AC Reynolds earlier, but AC Reynolds is also still in the playoffs as well, making a run in the 4A ranks. So this is going to be a real interesting game. North Rowan fans have been proud of their Cavaliers all season long. I know you said it off camera, we got some old tradition in Shelby going against some new tradition at North Rowan, and it's going to be real interesting to see what turns out. And I'm sure the Shelby fans will travel. It's going to be a huge crowd, a great environment. And we hope you guys enjoy the game. Thanks for watching.
Coming to ya on a dusty road. Good loving, I got a truckload.